the National Football League. And our focus is on George Pickens. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Steelers and the Browns, next on Madden Football.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Browns. First play from scrimmage. Stafford got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out in the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he has that potential.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Drops it off for Chubb. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'll be able to claim the season sweep. From the 44, Stafford. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. To the air again, Stafford. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. A first carry now. And now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. This late in the season, medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. His throw incomplete. Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there. But I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
Flush to his right. Call it a loss of 18. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a first down carry for Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, the Steelers at 9-5 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Ready? A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver,
and it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw here.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, and his throw here's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that run, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw is Stafford. Slant to Adams. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Chubb will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try to run this one in, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. To bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
He finds Pickens over the middle, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. On play action, they'll throw.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
George Pickens, 31 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7. So a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Stafford on first down.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's Stafford. Ballooning, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler. Harris, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Take it in at the 22. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Wilson headed back out.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Completes this one to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablet.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big... And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Throw right side, Wilson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. They'll look to throw.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
And they're going to speed things up here. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. Back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. To throw is Stanford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Right, and I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Ready up.
He'll look to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Pickens on the slant. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
Now a first down throw. Stafford to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Stafford.
Quick slant completes into Njoku.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. On first down, Stafford here.
Connection made with Swindle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Brett. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
75 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second.
Yeah, he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
George Pickens.
On first down, it's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He finds Wilson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now they'll throw here out of the gun and give them another 6. It's caught. Stafford on first down.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Stafford now to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now Stafford.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Stafford. Able to complete this to Swindle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yards, almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On second and a couple, Stafford.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
But George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
Now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't it?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
One last throw here for Stanford. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They